LP Monte, Band Runnaz Clothing. I'm here today with Sauce World Order on Sauce Talk. Yes, sir. Check in, tap in, man. Y'all niggas pull up.
Everything made by me. I'm a rapper, trapper, and a hustler. I'm a designer, handmade, custom. Whatever you want, I can do it. No cap.
Been running across the country, from Alabama all the way to Cali. Had to get it out the mud, trapping, made it happen. Been Runnaz worldwide, no capping.
Get right with the get right or get left. I'm here with a Montgomery legend. I'm gonna go ahead and say a Montgomery legend. You know, soon to be international legend. You feel me? Mr. 1610, Mr. Band Runner. If you grew up in Montgomery, 2008 through 2012, I really ain't gotta introduce you. But for the young people that don't know who you are, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Go ahead, man.
Monte Washington, designer first, you know what I mean? LP Monte, as y'all may know me. Straight out the west side, 1610. You know what I mean? You know, just a young nigga chasing his dreams. You know what I mean? You know, I've been out here a long time, you know, just rapping, designing, being an entrepreneur, starting businesses and stuff like that, helping other people with their businesses and stuff like that. So yeah, just all around with it.
Okay, so that word entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, is buzzing around more these days because people starting to understand their worth and understand the importance of entrepreneurship. What influenced you to be, you know, into to do something for yourself with your name on it?
To be honest, man, like I'm surrounded by a whole lot of entrepreneurs,
right?
But they might call themselves hustlers, but
right.
I said
that's really what it is. Yeah,
man,
that's just a dictionary word for a hustler. Yeah,
exactly.
Entrepreneur. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? But when it really come into play as being an entrepreneur, when you have your business, you know, your business set up right. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Band Runnaz. Explain to what if someone was to ask you out on the streets, what's that? What's Band Runnaz? Explain to them what it like. What does it mean to you?
Band Runnaz. Band running mean, you know, to me it means that you out there chasing your dreams. You out there doing something positive. You out there getting the bag.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keeping God first. And you know what I mean? It's really that's something.
Yeah.
We all band running.
Yeah.
Today we just doing different stuff.
You just the front runner. You the Usain Bolt with it.
Yeah. You know,
I feel.
I'm just the guy with the clothing line, towing the bag. You know what I mean? You know, across the country.
True story. So about you said rapping. I know, like I said before, man, I was a fan of your music. What influenced you to start rapping? Like, you know.
Damn, what did influence me? I think I just wanted to rap, right? I don't think, you know what I mean? I think, yeah. Alright, so back in the day, I used to just like write down raps. And you know what I mean? I don't know why I just was doing it. And then one day I was like, I'm gonna get in the booth and I'm just gonna rap this song I did. And with all these faces. That was my first song I had recorded.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
After I had did it, recorded it, you know, like a few people heard the song, they, you know, a lot of people heard the song, and like, that motherfucker hard. So I just did a video with it, Grind. Mr. Grind shot the video. We had to put that nigga out there, everybody liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it.
Yeah. Man, I can't lie. Yeah. Very much a classic, man. I can't have you on here, you know, Purple Rain, like it was an instant classic. Like from top to bottom, you ain't gotta skip no songs, everything on all of it. Take us through you making that mixtape with the late Doe B. Like, how was that working with him?
Time ago.
No, not even did it.
That's a long story. Nah, but as long as my nigga Dope B, man, it was that. Purple Rain by itself is like a special mixtape. I got people to this day still asking me. I got a dude in my inbox last week and said, "What can I find in Purple Rain?" Purple Rain.
I listen to it.
Yeah, it was a classic. But that, I would say a mixtape, but it's really an album. It really was an album, and then how it came about is so crazy. It is a long story. But anyway, me and Doe came in with the Purple Rain, posted on the 10, because I had like the studio posted on the 10. We like recording all day, all night. Doe used to sleep in that motherfucker.
Right.
When you come about that motherfucker. And nigga love the studio. And you know, we just built up like a collection of different songs and stuff. And I think it's like 20 songs on the album. And those was just the ones that, you know, we had left over or whatever. And to keep it real with you, it was supposed to be like way harder. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
It's supposed to be way harder than what it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It just so happened that I had those files, those tracks saved on like a disc that I was riding around to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we just rolled with that. You know what I mean? Long story short.
I feel it. So are you working on anything new now, or are you just focusing on your clothing brand, or what you got going on right now?
I'm doing everything, bro. Both the show, working on the clothes first and foremost, right? From the clothes out there, I've been really mainly doing handmade pieces, helping other people build their merch and stuff. And I'm just passionate about helping other people, especially when it comes to their fashion. Because I know when I first started, I ain't had no help. You know what I mean? I had to figure it out, right? So, yeah, that, the clothes. I got tracks for days. You know what I mean? I can drop an album tomorrow if I want to. You know what I mean? Just putting out videos and you know, yeah, and just keeping the trail all around.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. What I see you got the psychedelic flavor going on, and what influenced you? Cause I like stuff like that too. So what influenced you like to go more this lane versus like, you know, like other people kind of like they take here and bite, you went a whole nother different route. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you go that route? Like
psychedelics?
Yeah, like with the yeah.
I'm not really. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not really on that route. Like, I make what the customers like.
Right.
I got customers that like to buy stuff like that.
So you are in a bigger market, like you in
Cali.
Okay, yeah,
like,
right.
Out there in Cali, that's what they do. So
okay.
What they do, I'm gonna put it on them.
True.
They like the weed, I'm gonna put the weed on them.
Right.
True.
So how is it? Well, how was the transition from here to Cali? Like, what was the culture shops and just stuff you know you was like, damn, this is how they doing it out here versus from where I was back at home?
Man, it was crazy. Like, first going out there, it was like, I gonna say a culture shock. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, damn, it's what I was missing.
Right.
You feel me? It was a hell of a transition though, especially coming from Montgomery. You know what I mean? Like, used to, you know, just the hate, used to like negative shit. You know what I mean? But going to Cali, they on some whole nother positive vibes. You know, they on the energy. You know what I mean? Like, they real big on energy, feeling out people's energy. Like, I can tell you got good energy. You know what I mean? So that's just how they is. You can tell what a person got a certain type of energy just by the way they talk, the way they act, and stuff like that. That's when I started figuring it out. You know, when I got to the cat, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a hell of a transition. It's still a transition.
Right.
Like, I'm still learning new stuff every day. You know what I mean? Just now I've been out there for a few years, so it's kind of easier to figure little stuff out.
Do you have any like websites or like Instagrams, anything like for the people that is watching, like so they can go and cop the merch?
Yeah, for sure. BandRunnersClothing.com and I got DWD91.com. I got 2 websites. Both of them, my clothing brand. I feel this stuff myself. The only difference is Band Runners is a clothing brand. DWD91 is my custom website where I got my handmade pieces and stuff. Watches. I might just be up late one night and I'm like, I'm gonna make a video. And I put that video on that site. It might not have nothing to do with Band Runners, like this Gucci mask. Right. This is on DWD91.com. You know, I got name with Band Runners on them, you know what I mean? But all the Band Runners stuff is on BandRunnersClothing.com. So if you want to get some merch with Band Runners, go to BandRunnersClothing.com. You can go to both, because I think I do. No, I don't. Everything that's Band Runners is strictly BandRunnersClothing.com and DWD91.com. My custom site. So you want some custom drip like this stuff right here? You know what I mean? Hit that site and make everything handmade, custom. You know what I mean? And then you can follow me on Instagram, Monte Washington, and follow the brand Band Runners Clothing on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
So with the handmade thing, what you say, pieces, are you doing them like legit, like you said, you may wake up in the middle of the night, are you doing more than one of them, like, oh, I'm just gonna do a bunch of these and I'm just, or are you doing them as you go, like one as you know?
I mean, when it comes to that, it can go both ways. Like Band Runners, I do everything with like I might just like right now, like I'm working on summer collection, like on traveling, you know what I mean. But at the same time, I'm like jotting stuff down. Like, people like hats, people like somebody, people like phone cases, you know what I mean. Like I'm jotting everything down, everything that I see, and I go back and I design my collection when I get home.
Based off the notes,
and I'm like, oh, and then once I figure out, everything that I'm about to do, I like ask people, hey, do you like this look? Do you like that look? And whatever the people like the most, that's the one I go in. I might get 100 of these, you know what I mean? But for my other brand, DWD91, strictly custom. I may just make some gloves,
right?
I might just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make some pants from a shower curtain or something, and I'll put it on the site.
Yeah.
That's just how they go, man. Right? I like to have my freedom besides Band Runners. Because Band Runners is his own brand.
Right. Yeah.
It's his own brand, like without me even being here, you know what I mean? So I keep both of them separate.
So for a young entrepreneur that wanna get into fashion, what would be like, I want 5 tips you would give them in starting out trying to be not another band runner, but they own, but you know what I'm saying, how you came into it, like what are 5 tips you would give somebody that's starting out?
They're starting out and they want to be like Band Runners.
Yeah.
First, you gotta be committed. You gotta like have that good feeling. You gotta know, like every morning you wake up, this what you gonna be doing. You know what I mean? Like whether you band running or you doing something else, like this what I'm doing every single day. If you ain't ready for that, don't even try it. Don't even try it. I'm telling you, like it's been plenty of days, plenty of nights, but I'll be like, man, is it worth it? Yeah, it is worth it. You just gotta stay committed. Number 2, gotta have a vision. You gotta have a vision for whatever you doing, whatever you trying to do. You gotta have a clear vision. Number 3, you gotta have patience. You know what I mean? Everything ain't gonna happen overnight. Sometimes you might have to wait. You know what I mean? Months, years, whatever. You know, I've been in the game for 7 years, probably since 2014. I was on there, and I ain't gonna say just not getting the recognition I'm supposed to get, but I'm just not feeling it. You know what I mean? And even though I'm saying that now, I still really don't feel it because I feel like I'm a long ways from where I'm at. I mean, for where I'm trying to go.
Right.
And number 4, I would say loyalty. Stay loyal to your fans. So stay loyal to your customers. But day one, stay loyal, because it's gonna pay off in the end. It's gonna feel a lot different once you make it to your 10-year mark, your 20-year mark. Number 5, for the brand, I want to be like Barons. What's the 5th? You gotta be a great one. Just stand on business. Know what I mean? Just keep your business tight. You know, do the paperwork, do what's necessary to keep your business running. That's what's gonna save you. In the long run, especially when the folks come to you and they want to invest in you, they want to throw some dollars into your business. You want to have it structured the right way so they can do that. That's why I wish somebody would have told me.
Okay. So, what can? Let me read. Okay. What was, I guess, like the I want to say funnest, because is that a word? That's not the most fun you've had in this journey building a brand?
Always to now, man. It's been fun always. I make clothes.
For a living,
I make clothes, so it's
a lot
like,
of people can say that,
it's definitely been fun. Like, I ain't always been like this, so I had to get in something that I was gonna love, I was gonna cherish, I was gonna have fun, and get some money. You know what I mean?
So, in having fun, on the flip side of having fun, cause we wanna put the light on everything, so nobody be blind.
Yeah.
Like, what would be tips you wouldn't do? Cause you know a lot of people, you know, they see, let's just say they see a band run, they see a Salzburg, they see different, and they be like, so what wouldn't you do? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what would you tell them? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this piece right, this is beautiful, right here, like, you know, but what would you tell someone not to do in starting? Or what would, you know what I'm saying, if somebody had said, hey son, don't do that, no, you gonna be, you know.
But not to do. It's a lot of things I guess. Let's set me back. Let me think about that. Let's see. I guess what not to do is, you know, don't just jump into this game just thinking it's gonna be sweet, because it's not. Especially if you're trying to start a real clothing brand. Now, if you're just trying to like throw your logo and stuff, you know, just to make a couple dollars, cool. But if you're trying to start a clothing brand, you want to know the ins and outs of the fashion industry, because it's a lot of secrets in the industry that they don't tell you about. You know what I mean? I went to school for fashion. I ain't really learned all this till I went to school. I went through it and talked to my teachers and stuff. And, you know, everybody said the same thing. Like, it's real, like, secretive in the fashion industry. So you really want to do your research. You really want to learn everything that you can possibly learn. You know what I mean? Because if not, you're gonna fail. You know what I mean? You're gonna mess up. You know what I mean? It just will come with it. But you wanna avoid as much mess ups as you can by just learning, Googling, YouTube, and you know how to create a collection, like a solid collection. Fashion shows, always have that brand or awareness. No matter where you at, just make sure you active on the ground, active on Facebook. Stay consistent, you know what I mean? Over time, like, you know, build up customers from around the world. I got customers way in Hawaii, I got customers in Asia. I got my main customers is, you know, not from my hometown.
Yeah, right.
They from other cities, they from different places now.
I always tell people, if when you start a brand, because a lot of people just think business. I say a business could be anything. A business could be a mom and pop store right there. They're just making. But when you think building a brand, like you know, building a brand, you gotta think globally. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't thinking globally, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Exactly.
You know,
you can think locally.
Yeah,
brand, but it's always gonna be a local brand.
Yeah, like the like you know what I'm saying, kind of like you from the hub store on the corner, South Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a local thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't go to Prattville and say about the hood. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you talking about building something bigger than you can't limit yourself. You gotta think it's from this end to this end.
Right.
And like I try to tell people that, you know, young kids, you can't think like how you think. You gotta think like, you know what I'm saying? Just like how you said with this, you like, well, I ain't really, but the customer like, you see what I'm saying? And you just say your customers over here and over there, and you from here. You see what I'm saying? So the thought of you thinking past, man, weird ass. You know what I'm saying? Because some people look at it, that's weird ass shit. But get what? Niggas eating that shit up somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So
anything goes, man. You know, whether people tell you your stuff shitty or right, you know, it ain't nothing. Somebody gonna buy it.
somebody gonna like it.
Then you just gotta find your market. Oh, that's another thing too. You want to really know your target market. You know what I mean? You got to know your target market. You know, cause that's gonna help you like a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like I learned that when I moved to Cali, and you know, things kind of slowed down for me because you know I was in a brand out of California, and you know I didn't really have no customers there. So I had to figure out like how to target people, like how to approach certain people, man. You know, once you get used to it, like, you know, like it comes easy over time, but starting off is kind of hard because you really don't know who's going to buy your stuff until they buy it. Right. Yeah.
But anything else you want to give to the people, like a shout out or some more merch dropping or anything you want to?
Yeah, like I said, BaronRunnazClothing.com, ddwd91.com. We got new merch dropping all the time. Baron Runnaz new collection. We'll be dropping next month. Spring summer collection. I'm also gonna be dropping another collection, part 2, maybe June. And you know, I'm always dropping custom merch. I'm always doing pop-up shops. So just follow me on Instagram. I keep y'all updated on everything. You know, feel free to shoot me a DM if you got any questions. If you need help with your merch, you got a business or an artist that need t-shirts, caps, or whatever, I got you. I got my people that do logos, and you know, we can make it happen.
Appreciate you, LP, for coming through, blessing us with the game, man. Real Gaunt Town legend, man. We out.
I'ma bend, run it up. Everywhere I go, I'm selling swag. Baron Runnaz coding on the tag. Everywhere I go, I'm dripping sauce.